Hey everyone, I'm Marcus and welcome to my 3D printing YouTube channel. I started this channel in the summer and I wanted to make an official intro video as well as kind of showcase or show off my 3D printing area. I also wanted to shoot this video without anything behind me clean. As you can see, anyone that owns a 3D printer knows that the area around the 3D printer is very hard to keep clean, and I didn't want you to get the idea that my 3D printing workspace is perfectly clean, because it's not.
Alright, now I'm going to pick up this area so I can show you guys a little bit closer kind of what I got going on and how we use this space. Alright, now that everything's cleaned up, I can show you a little bit easier. So this computer here I built a while ago. It was supposed to go in the living room area. I've since repurposed it to be my main slicing computer, so I can keep projects open and just put it to sleep. Here's actually the most recent print I did. This is for my friend. He ordered the filament and then I printed it. It's this really cool two-tone dragon. I'll show this off in a later video. But yeah, so this is the dead computer. On the right side of the printer here, I keep my extra sheets. So I have a carbon fiber one here. These are some other textured ones that came in a pack that I haven't tried out yet. So there's like a starry one here. So this is the dual-sided texture plate. I don't use this one that often. It's for, you can see PLA, ABS, TPU, and PC. I don't know, I tried it on PLA and it did not work very well for me. I think ABS was okay, but I don't remember for sure. So that goes back in there. And this file is a really nice file. It's got the Bamboo Lab logo on the side there. This obviously is the printer here, so it has the AMS. I keep my little alien up here because it's cool. But there's the filaments I have loaded in there now. Super easy to swap and use different colors. We can turn it on here. So you can see I printed this last. It was 11 hours, 180 grams of filament, so that's basically a fifth of the reel. Off to the side of the printer, I have these two boxes which hold a lot of useful stuff. I also have this spray bottle. This is just water in here for cleaning out the print bed with this microfiber. In case I'm lazy, don't want to run downstairs. This is a little poop bucket for stuff. This one has some extra tools, and these are nuts and bolts for assembling projects. I guess my wife's hair tie made it into the video. This is a palette of different colors and materials from Bamboo Labs. I think I got this because it was on sale, and I was like, ooh, it'd be cool to have, you know, the different colors and materials you can print. This was a palette I was starting to build on my own and make, and these are some of the colors I've purchased. So, you know, it just says PLA, it's red, and then it has the different levels here. You can kind of see through it. On the back of the printer, I also have the poop bin. So this takes quite a bit to fill up. It actually holds a little bit less than my cardboard box I had before, but I like this better because it looks a lot better. And previously, the printer was just on the back of the table, and it dumped stuff down the wall, and it was kind of a 50-50 chance if it made it in the cardboard box. For the printer, I also added lights underneath of it. That way, whenever I'm doing the time-lapse videos, it's a lot brighter in there. So here's kind of how bright it is with those lights on right now. And here's how bright it is in there with them off. So even though there's lights on in the room, you can still tell it's darker, and you can definitely see the difference in the time-lapse footages. So that's basically the 3D printing setup, not too complicated. It is hard to keep it clean. Like I said, there's usually filament everywhere. And over here is where I store my extra filament. So you can see there's quite a bit in there. I have seen collections with more, but I usually buy the Bamboo Labs filament since it goes on sale quite often. The second one I buy is Hatchbox. And then other than that, it just really depends on what's cheapest or what's available.
So a little info about me. I'm 28 years old. I've always enjoyed electronics, and ever since I was a kid, I was taking apart toys, looking at circuits, learning how to fix things, wanting to build things, and 3D printing is kind of something that all of that has led me to. And I got my first 3D printer in 2018. I've been into printing for 6 years now. I'm still definitely a noob or rookie. I know some things and I'm still trying to learn, but I feel like there's a lot more to learn and I still don't know it all yet. I ended up going to college and getting a degree for electronics, and now I'm working on furthering that degree in electrical engineering. So as I was trying to film this, I think this computer just died. I tried rebooting it and it wanted to automatically repair, so we're going to have to fix that later. But as I said, I love technology, computers, 3D printing, anything technology, circuit related, stuff like that. I'm just kind of a nerd about. So I will be fixing that computer. That's just another one of the things that I enjoy doing. I love computers and fixing them. I love it more when they work, of course, but that one I will definitely have to look at before we can get this one going again. Luckily, I have other computers we can use for slicing and printing. Um, the Bamboo printer makes it easy because as long as I have a wireless connection to my router, then I can print wirelessly from it. So in 2018 was when I got my first printer, and it was the Prusa Mark III. Before that, I had a printer that was really cheap, and I was always fixing or trying to upgrade to make it better, and I quickly realized that I did not want that in a 3D printer. There are two sides to 3D printing. The first is just wanting to print anything you find online or designing something and printing it. The other side is if you like tearing things apart or upgrading. If you buy a printer that's not out of the box ready to go and you want to assemble it, or you buy a lower tier printer that you have to keep fixing, that's like a mechanical engineering aspect to 3D printing, and I have no interest in that whatsoever. I just want to print stuff. When I click the button, I want it to print and be done. Now, obviously, there are settings you have to watch out for and make sure your print is going to not fail on purpose, but other than that, I basically wanted a foolproof printer. The Prusa Mark III was a great printer, and it was mostly foolproof. I learned what not to do on that printer. Apart from ABS, I think it printed everything else really well, or any of the materials that would require higher temperature. Without having an enclosure, it made it a little bit harder for those materials, but overall it did a really good job with PLA. I ended up selling that printer to my coworker a couple years back, and I've kind of missed 3D printing ever since then. So last summer is when I bought my Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon with the AMS. Now, this printer has blown my expectations out of the water for what I thought 3D printing could do, and since I was away for what felt like a short period of time, there's been a lot of improvement since, and I'm hoping that the 3D printers can continue to improve like this. So when I came back into the 3D printing realm, I wasn't originally going to go with the Bamboo Labs, and I didn't really know much about them, even though they have been really popular. I was actually going to order a Prusa Mark IV, and I was in between classes. I remember just wanting to get a printer and start working on some projects before my next class started up. The problem was they were still ramping the Mark IV production, and I wasn't able to get one for over 2 months. Instead of continuing to wait, I decided to cancel my order and get a Bamboo Labs, and it was here, I think, within a week, and I was able to start printing and doing projects before my next class started. Although I've primarily been making YouTube shorts, I do want to make more long-form videos like this. They just take more planning, and since I'm currently working full-time and taking classes, it does take quite a bit of time to make a video like this one. If you like this video, make sure to like it, and comment down below if you have any questions. So, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.